Hello, friends. Welcome back to Tales of Terramir, episode 10 of Tales of Terramir, the campaign. I am Wes Ford, and I am the game master. I figured, since this character seems to be staying with the party, I'm going to start saying I also play Savamil Dankir, a sea elf cleric. You may notice that Justin's not here with us today. He had a personal matter to handle, but he will join us in the next game. So we're just going to continue with our introductions. Mike?
Hey, I'm Mike Domes. I'm playing Gemma Avshalite, a human sorceress, and today I'll be covering for Justin as well, playing his character, Anton Dargos, the human fighter.
Hey, I'm Hannah Nye, and I'm playing Willa Ketawhistle, Gem Dragonborn Blood Hunter.
Hey friends, I'm Rob Parkinson here. I'm playing Razik Shikli, the Pangean human rogue with psychic abilities.
Yes. If you subscribe to our channel, you can watch us ad-free, use our unique emotes in chat, and gain access to private Discord channels. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can subscribe to us for free. Just remember to reapply it every month to keep your streak going, because we do have ongoing monthly badges that will apply to you. And if you're just a follower, you can still watch and chat with us live. As always, you can also watch us on YouTube or listen to recordings of our shows on your favorite podcast platforms at least a few days after the episode has been streamed. Pending any life events, we stream new episodes of this show on Twitch every other Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to follow us on social media and join our new Discord server. Link to that is under our About tab. All right, let's continue our adventures in Tales of Terramir. Seconds. All right, welcome back. We're going to recap our previous session. While escorting Garrett and Butter, the fabulous horse, to Oaktown along the Imperial Road, the party was ambushed by a skilled thief who attempted to steal the wagon filled with jewelry. During the commotion, the imprisoned orc that they had with them tried to wrangle free from his restraints, which was enough for Anton to consider his life forfeit. As the other heroes were forced to thwart off the real danger, the thief named Jorfir was suddenly taken over by another sentience within his mind, speaking to Razik in the Pangean tongue as the voice of the Ruby Dragon, demanding that he find a magic orb within an abandoned tower in town and give it to a man in a yellow cloak. As soon as the mind puppetry ceased, the thief had no memory or knowledge of this incursion. Eventually able to subdue and capture the half-elf rogue, the group continued their journey into town. Garrett led them to the Kuran estate, the home of the townmaster and the barracks of the local guard. With a threat of blackmail, Garrett paid the adventurers less than promised and entered the protected estate. Angry at the betrayal, the party then turned the captured Jorfir over to the guard, and they headed to the Drunken Deer Tavern for food and refreshment with their new heavy coin purses. Inside, they found the yellow-cloaked Pangean Razik was told to encounter, and after confirming through telepathy, Raz encouraged the group to help him find the orb. The tower, known as the Laughing Spire, was once the home of a wizard long ago, according to a woodcutter at the bar. As Razik and Anton became inebriated on honeyhorn mead, the party decided to rest up for the evening and explore the town the following day. As they moved to exit, however, a voice screamed for help. A villager claimed his wagon of goods had been attacked by beasts. The heroes hopped at the opportunity and left the tavern. Just outside were a pair of ferocious owl bears looking for a meal, who instantly attacked the drunken adventurers. The group fought off the monsters, eventually able to slay them before becoming a nighttime snack. With a deep sigh of relief, they headed toward the Twin Crows Inn. And that's where we bring ourselves over to where we last left off. Let's go ahead and go to the town, or the map of the town, Oak Town.
Which is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. It is currently nighttime. The sun has set. You have left the Drunken Deer Tavern, and you have just started to cross the bridge over to where you were planning to go to the Twin Crows Inn. Anton and Razik are a little bit drunk at this point. And Gemma
Did we pee off the
and
bridge?
you have not yet, but Gemma and Willa have been trying to guide the two of you towards the inn after this encounter with the owl bears as you approach the bridge here.
I'll hold my hood closer to hide the red skin that was the effect of the wild magic from the earlier fight.
Yes. Yes, so I do want to, I left that out of my recap, but I do want to just, remind everyone that part of Gemma's wild magic effect while fighting off the wild bears, one of her wild magic effects had caused her skin to turn like a reddish color, like a tiefling skin color. So, though it is dark, if there's any light that's shined upon Gemma, one can see that she appears almost like a tiefling. The streets themselves have calmed down. They're not nearly as busy as they have been before. Most people have either settled into the taverns or they have gone home. So there's not a lot going on, but they see a couple people out and about. I would like everyone to make a perception check for me, please.
Looks like the guards clocked out too, seeing that we had to fight those owl bears, right? Perception?
Yes.
Perception.
3.
Anton got a 19.
I got a 21.
I'm going to give Razik and Anton disadvantage for being drunk.
No, that's fair. 14.
19. Anton has drunken awareness.
Okay.
I know, right?
I'm sharper when
well-
I'm drunk. I got a buzz. It's going to be a lot of that tonight.
Anton does clock that there seem to be two shadowy figures moving towards your direction, walking rapidly. They look like guards. They're coming towards you from the road. You begin to hear, "Hey, you! Stop!" And they're a bit of a distance away. They're enough to where you can't quite see them or quite talk to them. They're kind of shouting out words towards you.
Like behind, from where we're coming from, the bridge, like this side of the map.
Yes, sort of like coming from where you were, where the
Okay.
owl bears were, coming from that direction as you're like starting to cross the bridge, as if they. So they're coming towards you rapidly, but they're a decent distance away.
Have we seen the guards here in town? Do they look like the guards here in town? Or do they just kind of
I would say they-
armed people?
Well, Mike, you're playing Anton, so Anton does recognize them as to be Imperial guards.
Imperial guards, not just the town guards, huh?
Oh, they're all Imperial guards, yeah.
Oh, okay. Mike the player didn't get that, of course. So that's my bad.
Not Damarian Knights, but Imperial guards.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. I guess he would kind of turn brazenly, a little bit drunk, like, "Whoa, what do you want? Looking for some of this?"
If anyone else that
They're hired hands.
anyone else that says anything as these guards start to approach?
Gemma, put your face down.
But Gemma's gonna
I want to see how red you are.
go low, sort of, and stand behind Anton too, maybe near Willa as well.
Willa immediately stops and turns around. She's like, "Hey, howdy there!
Yeah,
It's a nice night, isn't it?"
Savamil's like, oh my.
I'm gonna go up with Willa. I'm gonna stand next to her.
I guess we're confronting them. Okay. And
Savamil
Savamil kind of gets into a backwards position, like behind everyone, in the shadows.
I
As
turn
sort
to
of
Willa.
Willa and Razik. Yep. Go ahead and take the stand. They start to get closer. Go.
We're taking her sick daughter to get help in the city.
Bring
Wait,
attention
shit.
Oh, okay.
See what they want. See what they want.
Okay, play it cool. Play it cool. Like, yes.
I've never lied before.
I won't kill him unless I have to.
They start to get a bit closer, and
Well, howdy.
as they're starting to approach, are you the ones who defeated the owl bears outside the tavern?
Yeah,
We sure are.
Yep.
It's a bit
Razik
dark
strikes
too to
nose.
see their. It's a bit dark to see the features. There's not really light in this area. You're kind of just getting the light from like a bit of the moon and the stars, and just sort of ambient light from distant torches. It's very dark, but they do approach and.
Have you come to give
We-
us the key to the city? Or whatever?
We heard a thunderous sound that, while we do appreciate you taking care of the owl bears, we want to make sure there is no use of arcane magic around here.
You sure it wasn't them breaking the wagon and flipping things over?
Well, we heard a thunderous boom as if from a spell. Just want to make sure that. And they kind of get closer, and one of them, with a sort of flint and steel, very quickly lights a torch and lifts it up and gets it close into your faces and starts to look you up and down.
No magic here.
One, the torch goes straight towards Gemma.
Look down.
Are you a tiefling?
Yes, sir.
Make a
This-
deception check, please.
Big money. 15.
Doesn't say anything more, but turns around and looks at the rest of you. A sea elf and a dragonborn. Dragonborn, have you any say with this magic?
No, I didn't see no magic.
Need you to make a deception check. Because you did.
You did.
16?
That's just a straight roll, too. I love that. She has no deception.
They seem to just sort of eye you up and down. And seem cautious, but starting to stand back a bit. Well,
Wow, they're really racist.
we appreciate you all taking care of that threat. We often have threats from the forest, being in the edge of the Rorsia forest and all. So They both look at each other up and down. Well, we'll let you go peacefully. Just don't cause any trouble, all right? We don't recognize you, and just want to make sure you're not causing any trouble or doing any magic or any of that.
It's like we stopped a bunch of trouble.
No magic here, sir. Y'all just keep right as rain.
You all heading over to the inn?
We might. Why? Is there's something going on over there?
Oh no, just want to make sure you're going somewhere safe for the night.
Aw, you guys are great.
Well,
Say, we're new in town. Where would you recommend?
Just get rid of them.
definitely the Twin Crows Inn. It's just up the road. I think you were heading towards, just over the bridge to the right. You'll see it.
All right, thank you, sirs. If I see you there, I'll buy you a pint. And have a good night.
Oh.
Give him a little
Take
bow.
care. And they both turn around and start heading back, away from you. Torch still lit. Whew. You're left standing at the edge of the bridge where you're alone.
Guys, that was so close. Let's get out of here. And,
I don't
It's
like
like the
lying.
third time we've almost gotten caught in like
just
2 days.
start dragging, like pull Anton's arm and like, let's just get out of here, guys.
We gotta be super careful about you using magic around here, Gemma. They are not taking that
I just-
lightly.
Kind of out of character, want to point out the use of the thunder wave was sort of what alerted them.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, god damn it.
Okay. You start to head back.
We should have blamed it on
towards-
Garrett. We should have been like, yes, it was that Dexter Garrett, the high mage.
um,
The cards and butter is familiar.
so you head to the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe last session we kind of talked about, at least with Willa and Gemma, you were talking about something because of your red skin. Gemma, that you might want to go out through the back door. I don't know if there was any
Yeah, totally.
plan of that sort happening. You tell
Yeah.
me.
Yep. We're ask Willa. Hey Willa, can you here's some coin. Can you maybe get a room so I can sneak in?
Yeah. How many rooms do we want? Who's all bunking together? Is it you and Anton again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
They're on my bed anyways.
Razik goes,
Sabi,
I
baby?
can, Razik, I can room with you again. We never actually bunked that one night.
I thought we did.
No, we ended up leaving, remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go, Sabi, baby.
You owe me a back massage.
In the bath. I'm just kidding.
I'm wet.
All right. You all start to head closer to the end, and you can see you approach, you get to this sort of modest-looking two-story building that seems to be a very nice quality inn. There is hanging above the door. There's a sort of wooden sign that's just like kind of moving back and forth in the slight nightly breeze that shows just like two crows that are just like meeting at the beak, and it says Twin Crows Inn underneath it.
How does it look
It's like-
inside? Like looking through the windows, is it crowded? Is it just nighttime?
It's sort of getting to nighttime. There are some people inside, sort of hanging out in the sort of general area. You can, if you peek through the window, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. A 2. I'm looking through the one dirty pane.
Yeah. It's very sort of translucent. But you see that there are moving bodies, but you can't tell otherwise from the outside.
Yeah, go for it, Willa.
Okay. So I'll get a room for you and Anton, and then one for myself. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys around the back or something.
Great.
Savamel goes, "Oh
Yeah,
shit! What
back.
about auto room? Isaac, do you want to go in with Willa or should I?
When you say go in with Willa, what do you mean?
To get our room? Because
Oh,
we're going
yeah,
to
yeah.
share one.
Check in.
Do you want to?
go check
Get in
Do
there.
you want? Do you want to go with her or do you want me to go?
Why don't you go, South Mel?
Okay, Willa, you and I, let's go.
Yeah.
Savamel moves to the door and kind of opens it up for Willa. Kind of lets her go through.
Thank you kindly. She'll kind of go
course.
right up to wherever the desk is at.
I imagine Anton is trying to pee, so I'm gonna be like, not here, and drag him towards the back.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah. Him and Razik are being like kind of obnoxious, like off in the corner.
Yeah.
Being way too loud.
So Willa and Savamel enter, and it's inside. Willa, you find that there seems to be a very very small kind of common room. Not much of a place to really. Seems to be like a small restaurant, more of a place if you need food, if you want food, you can get food here. And there seems to be like a very small bar off to the side, and also a separate desk that seems to be occupied by a somewhat of an older, heavy-set woman, Heman, sitting at the desk, and she goes, "Oh, come right this way. Come on.
Hi. Good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening. Yes, very well. Thank you. My name is Dielry. I'm the proprietor of this place, and good to have you here at the Twin Coves. Do you need a room?
Yeah. Well, I'm Willa, and this is my friend, and we're looking for what was it? 3 rooms?
Yes, I think the 30 rooms is to be done. 2 people each, I believe. And she goes, all right. She kind of takes up this big like leather-bound tome, sets it down. See here. Mm-hmm. Yep, I believe I can occupy that for you. Excellent. How many nights will you be staying?
Oh, just the one, I think, right? For now?
Someone goes, yeah, just one. Can we add on another night if we need to? She goes, oh, yes. Just make sure you let us know before checkout the next day, which is at high noon. She goes, okay. All right. And she kind of moves down below and she kind of jingles, and you can see that she's like messing with some shelves and drawers underneath her, and kind of pulls up 3 keys. Okay, sets them down. All right, there's your 3 rooms. Remember, checkout is at high noon. If you'd like to stay longer, come by the desk and let us know. But that is going to be, for each room, it's going to be 5 silver for tonight. So 15 silver, please.
Jeez, that's pretty steep.
I'll take out 11 silver. Give her the 10, and then kind of like slide the 1 over to her. She's like, I hope you have a great night.
And Savamel will go, oh, no, I'll pay for our room. 5 silver, there. Slides that over. She goes, starts to count it. All right. Have a wonderful evening. You can get, it is a little bit late, but our bar is still open for a nightcap if you'd like. Right over there. And otherwise, we'll see you in the morning. We do have breakfast in the morning if you'd like that. Have a good night. Sort of takes the coins and slides them over into like a sack, and starts to turn around and start to go to some more like business of scribing on papers and things like that. Savamel takes his key ring and goes, all right. I think we're good. Well, did you... It's kind of like pulls you off to the side a bit and goes, are you going to open up the back door for Gemma. Do you want me to tell her to
Yeah.
bring you around her?
Yeah, if we can find that real quick.
Let's go look.
Okay.
Starts to like walk towards around, and after like a couple minutes, you're able to find there is a back door that'll lead right in. Look, you get right here. Maybe you can let her in right here.
Oh yeah. Open up the door, and look outside to see if they're around.
I'm telling both Anton and Razik to stop wrestling. Like, guys, come on, keep up down.
Yeah, cut to.
Fucking wrestling.
Come on, they're
I'm like,
rolling on the ground.
Stop it.
you guys.
Savamil comes out the front door and goes, opens it up and sees this. Goes, go around back. Come on.
We freeze.
I'm going. And then, like, I just go inside.
You just go straight in, Gemma?
Well, around, wherever.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were waiting out back anyway, so I meant like.
Oh,
they
gotcha.
opened up the back door.
Well, then I guess you see them out there. You see them out in the back. And
Fine.
they're, come on.
Anton, like,
You bring him in, and you can see you see that your rooms, the ones that you were assigned, were on the first floor, just down the west wing.
thank you, Willa. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all. She hands you guys the keys.
Here, and fish out a gold and give it to her. Let me pay for your room tonight. I appreciate it.
Oh no, and she hands it back to you.
I'll
I
get you
could
next time.
not
get you next time.
possibly take that. No
You're so
worries.
sweet. Thank you.
No, you are.
Just
No, you
a
no, you
battle,
are.
battle of politeness. It's the battle of
It starts to
politeness.
get really aggressive.
Take the
No, I
fucking coin.
insist.
Slipping in your pocket like your grandma when you're walking away.
Yeah.
Trying to give you money.
Oh my god, that's so true.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. I guess I'll try to usher Anton into bed. He's probably pretty drunk by now, and throw him on the bed.
I'll say at this point we can maybe skip ahead a little bit unless there was anything specific that anyone wanted to do.
At night, yeah. If anyone, I can let anyone go first though. I want to.
Okay. Yeah, is there anything specific that anyone?
uh,
Otherwise,
I mean,
Savimil goes right to his room and he's going to pass out.
how busy is the bar itself?
Not very busy.
Okay.
Most people don't come here to drink unless they are like a patron of the inn.
Gotcha.
Yeah, unless they're a visitor. So there's a couple people, standoffish. You can tell they're visitors or travelers.
Yeah,
It's very quiet.
I just want to go down and I want to have like a single drink. Just kind of like take a long time with it. Just listen, kind of close my eyes and just like take in the sounds and the sights.
15 minutes later, he's like sleeping in the
So anyway, I'm from this place called Pangine. You probably never heard of it. I'm an assassin. I don't remember my mission.
So you go down. You go into the bar. What do you? They have ale and wine.
I'll
What would
take
you
a wine.
prefer there? Okay. If you want a glass
Red.
of that,
Blood red.
5 copper pieces.
Slide them across. And I subtract them from my little.
Okay.
Actually, can you break a silver? I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They break
Okay,
a silver for you. Sure.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jesus, asking for Electrum too while you're at
Can you convert this
God.
gold into
That doesn't
electrum?
exist. Does not exist in this game.
Does not exist.
Don't have that metal in this world. Cool. So you're able to get a wine. And is there anything, Razik, that you want to do while you're kind of hanging around? And
No, I just want to kind of sort of just sit in stillness and sort of just become like one with the room. Just kind of like expand my consciousness like a little flower unfolding and just kind of like breathe with the whole like of the space and take it all in. As my telekinesis kind of like just spreads out, my awareness spreads out for myself.
your telepathy.
Yeah, thank you. I have a little bit of telekinesis too, but mostly telepathy.
Razik, as the night begins to run late, you do kind of feel your consciousness begin to spread, and you begin to relax. And as you start to sip on your wine alone, the sort of drunkenness that you had felt, the inebriation, it begins to slip aside and away. And you begin to feel the touch of others, their minds, drifting in and out of your consciousness. You can feel emotions, both sad and happy and calm, drift in and out of your mind. Begin to get a strange sensation. You feel, you remember, this was part of your training. The training that you don't remember ever taking place, but you know that it occurred. You sense the voice of the ruby dragon speaking to you. You know that you have a purpose. You don't know what that purpose is, but you feel it, and you remember your devotion, your dedication. This quest that was given to you through a lesser self, as you would consider it, a lesser entity, one that's weak-minded, has a purpose. And you remember you must find this magic orb. That is your purpose. And you begin to open your eyes, and you find the bar completely empty. You're the only one left inside. It's late.
Was that a memory? Like, of the voice? Was it a memory, or was it some...
A bit of both. You feel bits of memory, but not really. You sort of feel your mind remembering its training.
Razik wipes away a bunch of his tears that start to kind of flow, and downs his wine, leaves another copper for a tip, and heads upstairs.
Okay. While that has happened, Gemma, you said that you wanted to do something tonight?
Yeah. After I know that Anton's asleep, and I do the fire and everything, I sit on my bed.
He's snoring. He's out.
Yeah. I sit on my bed and kind of look at my skin and, kind of resign to accepting what's happening and see what happens in the morning. Then I fish through my bag and I take out that silver ring that we got from the thief earlier in the day, or earlier a couple days ago, whatever. And
earlier that day.
Yeah, I just want to spend some time with it and see what I can figure out about it.
Yeah.
So I guess mechanically just sort of
identifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You before going to sleep, you kind of look around at this ring, and you can see, as I described before, this silver ring. Let me find that for you. Yes. As you study it, you learn that this is, as you had known, a magical ring, but one that you can use to cast the jump spell from it as a bonus action at will, but can target only yourself when you do so. You must be attuned to this object. If you do so, you can, as a bonus action, you can use the jump spell, which you begin to connect. That's how the thief was able to just launch himself from the edge of that sort of higher ledge in the forest and get to the wagon. He was using this ring.
Okay, great. I'll just put it on for now.
Excuse me. Sneezed.
Bless you. I'll just put it on for now and think about what to do about it later. Maybe somebody else wants it, or I'll just wear it for now. After that, I also want to take out the magic book that we found as well in the Warlock's place. And
The Warlocks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just kind of look at it and, I've heard stories about this kind of thing, but never seen anything like that in real life, and sort of trace my hands over the cover and flip it open and start kind of just looking at the runes and pictures and whatever is inside.
Yeah, you begin to look through it as you open this sort of leather-bound book and start to scrawl your fingers across it, and you can feel the edges of where the ink has sort of... You can feel the edges of the ink where it's been inscribed onto this papyrus, and move it over, and you start to sort of admire the craftsmanship of this incredible work. This is magic written down, inscribed on paper. It's amazing. You begin to move through it. You've never seen anything like it. All kinds of spells with instructions how to perform them. It's incredible. You're kind of taken aback by it. You begin to feel a sort of wish fulfillment, right? Like that you'd wish that you could understand what this means. You see it, you can kind of understand it, but you don't know how you can learn from it. And that kind of sort of fascinates you.
For sure.
And you begin to get tired and sleepy as you begin to fall asleep as you're looking at this book.
She doesn't just jump around for 8 hours. That's what I would do.
Well, I'll just probably eventually fall asleep reading the book when the fire goes out and everything.
Yeah. Willa, is there anything that you wanted to do end of tonight?
Nothing special. She just curls up in bed with her journal, writes in it, and then falls asleep.
Okay. The night passes peacefully. You all seem to get a very good night's rest for the first time in a while that you've had actual shelter. Felt the warmth of a true bed and comfort. You all awake in the morning and make your way downstairs to meet with your fellow adventurers in the early morning. As you come down, you can see Razik. You come down and you can see Savamel already there waiting for you. He seems to be eating like a very small fish with eggs. Hey, Razik, coming this way. He's got like a big table already set.
Is it like a bench type situation, or are there like seats?
It's like long benches.
Okay, cool.
Long
I slide down the bench, slide up next to Savamel, give him a little poke in the ribs.
Yep.
What's up, buddy? What are you eating? Eating dried cod or something? What do you got?
Got the trout.
Ah, nice.
Fresh water fish. It's pretty good. And some eggs. They got good stuff back there. You should have some. And he kind of slides over and goes, got a cup of coffee for you. I think you might need it.
Thank you, brother. I take the cup of coffee. I actually feel great.
Good.
And I take a fork on the side, and I kind of like put it into Savmel's eggs, and I take a little bite of his eggs confidently. I put the fork back down, give him a little smile.
Don't do that again.
Fair enough.
Jokingly. But at this point, Willa comes down, and Gemma and Anton come down as well. And you all begin to enjoy a bit of breakfast. you find yourself sort of sitting around and talking. This breakfast is sort of included as part of your stay. Continental breakfast. There's a bit of a buffet off to the side. You can help yourselves. And Isaac is sort of, as you all start to settle and you're starting to wake up and get some food in your system. So, what is the deal for today?
How do I look as far as my skin goes? Is it like the other effects? Did it wear off, or is it permanently red?
It's your skin as you woke up, Gemma. The extremity of the redness has gone down. You do look a bit off your normal skin color. You still have a bit of the red, but it has significantly gone down to where you almost look like you have like a slight sunburn.
I can do that. All right.
You're just blushing. You're blushing anime style.
I don't know. I think we were going to look at that tower, the spire.
Yeah, what was it, the Laughing Spire?
Yes, the
man in
Laughing
the yellow
Spire.
cloak expects me.
We're supposed to find some sort of orb there. Is that what you had said, Razak?
Yes. Yes, the other
Okay.
my friend that I met from my homeland, he requires it, and I would like to do him this boon.
What kind of orb
Yeah,
is it? What does it do?
I don't know. That's not important. I know what I need to know.
Well, it's not an orb that's going to hurt people, right?
Right.
We're doing something good here?
Probably. Definitely, probably.
I kind of side eye Willa like.
Listen, guys, I know that you're not from where I'm from, but like, well, you'll understand. Like, gem dragons are the most righteous, amazing, godlike creatures that exist in this world, and I have
Yeah.
my society. We are guided by them. I have
That doesn't
to do
really
this.
answer the question, though.
I've
Is it
never heard
dangerous?
that before, but
Yeah. Is it dangerous? Is what we're asking.
Well, why do you? I mean, yeah, I'm so reverent towards you. I thought I assumed that you knew. He says to Willa.
Oh, well, I mean, I've heard the strange comments that you've said here and there, but I thought that was just something weird that you said, like out of nowhere. I didn't know it
often
was a
think that about
cultural
things
thing.
that you say. Yes, I assumed it was a cultural thing on your end. But no, I have a mission to protect my people, and it is not for me to know what that mission is every time that I take it upon myself. Sometimes for the greater good, you need to not ask too many questions.
That doesn't. So you don't know if it's dangerous or not.
And maybe it is dangerous, and that's why I have to take it.
You don't know if you're being used as a pawn or a puppet to do somebody else's dirty work.
I mean, it's impossible for anyone to know all the machinations that are at play behind any action that
Did
one
you bother
does
asking?
or that other do. I swore an oath to not ask, to give myself unquestioningly to my people. I swore that long ago. I understand if that's not enough for you, but I must do this task. And I will say that if I have complete faith that the Gem Dragons would not do anything that is unjust.
She wouldn't know if
For
it's
people
just or
changing it.
unjust. You know?
Well, it seems you have a very deep faith and dedication to your Pangean people, Razak.
We're all about communal responsibility. It's hard not to be when you kind of like share a group mind sometimes,
Perhaps we should reserve our judgment until we find out what exactly this is. I understand all of your concern, but until I know that it's dangerous, I'll trust my friend Razik. If it is dangerous, and you are actually working for a bunch of crazy evil people, then that's a whole different situation. We'll deal with that down the road.
I agree with that. I feel the same way. But I have to trust the me that made the vows that I made. Otherwise, what do I have to believe in?
Don't think I'll ever understand that. You dedicating yourself to such a mysterious entity, but no, I'll trust you for now, I suppose.
Sometimes there's freedom in giving up your identity, friend. And I turn to Jem and I say, I know that hasn't satisfied you. But I promise that if we get the orb, and it seems that the man in the yellow cloak is intending to use it for ill means, we will not give it to him.
With that,
We will hold
then
on
you
to
wouldn't
it.
be serving your people.
I would find a way to serve my people, regardless.
I just don't like that you can't give me a straight answer if it's dangerous. Or
I'm
not.
sorry. The straight answer is that I can't give you a straight answer.
Okay.
It seems you've dedicated yourself to a cause you've given up the ability to fully understand.
I guess
You're
I
saying
have.
you don't remember why you did this? You don't have any memory of your
When a
past
man
life?
joins the knives, he becomes a tool. And it is not that I am always bereft of my memories, but I do. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices in order to fulfill the greater good. And I know that I was sent on this mission for the greater good. I just don't know what that good is. But I have to trust in the me that made the promise that I made. If I can't trust in that, then everything falls apart.
Out of character, I feel like Anton would have a ton to say about this.
I know.
Very
He's like a soldier.
No, I mean like
We're
against
like-
what you're saying though, because of his situation. So
Exactly.
like, I feel like this is a missed opportunity, but I don't want to speak for his character in this matter. But
Well, you are
That's-
playing him,
that's
so
bullshit.
is there anything that you feel like you think he would say? You go for it.
do I have to do the voice?
No, you don't have to do the
Okay.
voice.
I would like to override Wes and say that Mike does have to do the voice.
When I joined the Terramir Knights, I thought I was doing the right thing, and I found out that I wasn't. It was supposed to all be for the greater good. Then I found out that I was wrong. I had faith, and I tried to believe, but it was the wrong decision. People died because of it. Just be careful. Make sure you're fighting for the right side, or I'll put you down myself.
I intend to find out with you, my friend.
Don't touch me.
Fist bump. and tell her fist bump me.
That was good. I'm going to give inspiration to Gemma for the session.
Oh, thanks. How about Anton?
We're doing
He's gonna be
Either one.
Just gonna, yeah. Ooh, double inspiration.
And with that, let's go ahead and we're going to go to our first 5-minute break. Yes, thank you for sticking around. For those who are here, we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we're going to go check out this freaking spire. So stick around. 5 more minutes.
Slay the spire.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back from our first break. Um, so far, if you have missed anything, we have just gone to the Twin Crows Inn, had a lot of really intense RP, and I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit. It's been the morning, you had some breakfast, and you're now um, outside on the streets of Oaktown, and it is up to you where you would like to go at this point.
Hey, before we go to the spire, do you think I could run by the store? Maybe see if I can pick up another healing potion or something. I kind of used up my last one in our last misadventure. I'm asking the group.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
That's a good idea.
Do you have the money for that?
No, I was just gonna have you pay for me. Money for it.
Gemma, you're hilarious. You should be a stand-up comic,
Ask the
a
what's
jester, stand-up jester.
that? Ask the front desk though, where they're. Hey, excuse me. Is there a good store around here? Maybe where I can pick up some supplies, healing potions, something like that. It's kind of dangerous out
Oh, yeah, no problem. Right across the street, Beldross Goods. They have
Oh,
most basic things that you'd probably be looking for.
great, thank you.
No problem. Outside of character two, you had also just reminder wanted to talk. You talked about going to Oaktown Academy to the library. I don't know if you want to continue to do that or not, but you tell me. But right across the street from Twin Crows Inn is Beldross Goods, the store that was mentioned. Um,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so I just, Yep, just as you step outside, you can see that it feels a bit cooler today. Feels nice. You're kind of under the. Most of the town is under wooded, covered trees, and you kind of look up into the sky. It appears to be lightly clouded. You can get a good smell of the it's fresh air today. It feels like a good day. As you look around, you can see there are several townsfolk going about their normal business, and the day is before you.
I want to kind of hook Willow's arm and say, "Come on, come with me," and pull her to the goods store as we're just to gal stuff.
Let's go.
Scout stuff.
It's really weird. Normally I'd be worried about getting up earlier and taking care of the animals and all the farm duties, but these last few days it's been kind of nice not having to worry about them. Just so used to it.
Yeah, it's really strange. I still wake up at 5 a.m. on the dot, and I have to train myself to go back to sleep.
I know, right? It's funny. It feels like there's always something to do. Really.
Hmm.
And then open the door for her.
Oh, thanks, Gemma.
Razik, you're following too?
I am into the shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, everyone steps into the into Beldroth's goods. You can see, it seems to be a decent sized shop. There's all manner of common goods. You can see camping supplies, travel supplies, very basic things. You see some very basic weapons. There's an area for some health potions. Actually, there's a little area off that has some jewelry and minor things. It seems an eclectic shop of all kinds of goods, basic goods. As you step into, you can see that there is a human behind the counter. Sort of has this long hair, but bald on top. So he's sort of like this long hair, and it kind of motions you over. Goes, come on in. My name is Beldroth. Beldroth's goods. Come on. Is there anything I can do for you? Yeah,
Good morning.
it's me.
Good
I'm
morning.
Beldroth.
This is your store.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Do you have healing potions?
Yep, right over aisle 2, over to the side there. You'll see. I have a number of just very basic health potions. If you need anything more potent, you can talk to me. I have some locked away in the back.
Oh, really? Like what kind? Like what?
More superior healing and more potent healing stuff.
What is one of those run you?
Oh, you can get a superior potion for 100 gold.
Gross. Okay. How much are? How much are?
Even for a little cough orphan girl.
How much are regular health potions?
Regular
Potions
potion of healing
excuse
will,
me. Excuse me.
yeah, 50 gold.
Great. Is there you're not running any sort of I don't know, discount, like a 2-for-1 or a 2 for something off kind of
Okay.
deal?
Unfortunately, no, none of the potions of healing.
Okay, that's fair. Are you sure? I'll take okay, well I'll scoop up 2 at least and still look around. I don't know if is there like a broad selection of regular goods, or is there like a Holy Avenger on the wall or something?
No,
No.
not much in the way of weapons. You can see that they're like simple weapons, but nothing beyond the simple category.
Small ninja shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much anything in the player's handbook, backpacks, bedrolls, water skins. There's rations, which, by the way, I wanted to tell all of you that you are currently out of rations. You
Oh,
have used up all of your rations.
I'll scoop up
We're probably fine. We don't need to buy anymore. We're good.
I'll scoop about a week's worth. How much does that run me?
Oh, let's find that. Let's look that up.
Or we can do that when we come before we leave town. How about that?
Let's do that too.
Yeah. Probably be here for a minute. Sorry.
A ration per day is 5 silver.
Okay.
So, up to you if you want to get that
I'll-
now or later.
I'll get that later. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much any of your basic supplies you can find here. There's some like traveling clothes, walking sticks, quarterstaffs. There's simple daggers. There are all manner of things, but very basic stuffing and a medicines of the the player's handbook, which you'll find here.
How much is a quarterstaff?
Gold. Let me double check that.
A whole gold?
It's probably cheaper. Let's see. That is 2 silver.
Okay, I'll just take the 2 potions of healing and
Yep.
that's
100
it.
gold then.
Subtract that.
You slide that over.
Yep.
Goes, thank you very kindly. You can find 2 of those right over there. Points over to this section.
Thank you, Mr. Beldroff.
Yes, thank you. I've never seen any of you all here before. Passerbys coming
Yeah.
through.
Just passing through.
Okay.
Traveling.
Helped a gentleman bring his goods into town.
Okay. All right.
My first time here.
Well,
It's our first time here, I think.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, well, welcome. Small town. I've been here for about 20 years. I opened my store.
Wow.
Mhm.
What's your main? What's like your? What brings the crowd? What are you known for? Belfort.
Trader of
Bill
general
Rock.
goods. Yeah, I noticed I didn't have a quality place to just have a trading post. Basic things which you think a simple town would have. At least not in a while. I know. So
You're
I
such
kind
a
of
titan of industry.
The
came
closest
here.
place-
I've always
You really had a vision.
been a trader. So came here, opened up my own shop, and been here ever since.
I look around my shoulder kind of conspicuously, and I kind of like lean on the counter and I look into his eyes and I'm like, Do you know anyone who's got things of a more well, let's say, do you have anything that you sell to your more exclusive clientele? You know what I mean?
Kind of sits back. No, this is not that kind of establishment, sir.
Okay. Do you know where I might find one?
Seems just, you know, I mean,
Shoot a smile.
are you looking for someone like?
I'm a,
You know,
I'm
I've
a
been-
rare I'm a rare artifact collector, Mr. Beldroth. I'm quite the connoisseur. I have a keen eye for detail, and I gotta say, I'm looking around for the finest antiquities in the area.
Make a persuasion check.
I swear I'm building something, you guys. 14.
What exactly are you looking for, other than antiquities?
Anything relating to that spire out there? They say a wizard used to own it, and I gotta say, I'm a bit of an amateur archaeologist. I'm wondering if you might know anything about that.
Do you happen to be? I'm sorry. I just happen to notice your looks.
My
Your
chiseled
Pangina,
features,
no?
my red hair, my piercing green eyes. Yes, it's true. I'm Pangean.
Are you with this strange man that's been walking around my store in a yellow cloak?
I am not with him, but I have become acquainted with him. Well, he's not a friend per se, but I think that we've developed a bit of a business relationship. Why has he been off-putting to you?
Yes,
He seemed like a fine gentleman.
No, I have a very terrible feeling. If you're with him, then, well, you're not very welcome in my store.
What makes you feel terrible about him? And I respect
He's
that.
a criminal.
Why do you say that?
Probably. Well, he's Pangean.
I mean,
Don't see those around here. And
well, maybe it's because you think we steal all the time.
Well, maybe you do, and I've been seeing some things missing from my store, and well, maybe you're one of them. Maybe are you a thief?
I mean, I'm not a thief. Narrator, Razik is a thief. Razik is definitely a thief.
Gemma is
He's a
going
dirty
to
thief.
say, "Thank you for your answer," and I'm gonna walk out.
Kind of eyes you suspiciously. Well, if you know anything about that mysterious man, he's not from around here, but he's been in town for a couple weeks, and well, you're both Pangean, so I don't. Just get out of my store. Don't do anything suspicious.
All right. Here's for your trouble. And I want to take out. All right. I take out a silver piece, and I kind of flick it towards him haphazardly, kind of almost like accostingly, like flipping a coin at him. And I wanted to like kind of like bounce off a wall near him and like roll around on the ground to like distract him. Second.
He kind of looks back.
And I would like to make a sleight of hand check to steal whatever it is that I see that is most valuable in my immediate my immediate periphery. Like, what is the most valuable thing that I think that I can like pocket?
All right, first I need you
Stealthily.
to make a perception check.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make a perception check. I got a 7, but I would like to use a psionic energy dice, which is a D8. to expand my psychic consciousness and add a D8 to that score. I got an 8, so that is going to be a 15, because that's an 8 plus 7, as I use one of my psionic energy die to increase my ability score, I believe, or to increase my skill check.
You find a small purse of what you appear to be filled with coins sitting on the table in front of him. I assume you're going to grab for that.
Yep. I am definitely
make a
going
sleight
to.
of hand.
All right. All right. I got a 13, but again, if that fails, the psychic stuff is a little bit weird because it's like I get to know if it fails before I have to roll, but I'm just going to roll it.
Are you gonna burn your psychic die before we get to the spire?
Oh yeah, no. Out of spite, absolutely. I'm gonna add a D8 to that, a 13. So a 7 plus 13, so 20. Sleight of hand. Dirty.
So as you flip this coin, you create this sort of distraction where he tries to catch it, and it kind of goes off to the side. And you quickly glance over and you see a coin purse, and you take it and put it in your pocket. And he turns around and goes, "Thanks. All right. Well, have a good day."
Does Willis see that happen?
Well, everyone else make a perception check.
I walked out. Oh, Anton though. Maybe Anton.
14.
12.
What was your total, Erasik? Your sleight of hand? No one saw.
Sleight of hand. He got a 20.
Yeah, he got really high. No one sees it.
Hell yeah. I think like with my psionic energy, I kind of like pull it towards me a little bit, you know, just slightly, and it like meets me
the
halfway,
force.
and I just like, yeah, exactly.
And at this point, Gemma's already walking out the door, and so is everyone else.
I
Erasik, you
smile
follow
as
them
I
out.
walk out the door. Following
Willa
them.
wants to buy 2 potions real quick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll kind of retcon that a bit. Say you kind of got
Okay.
that while Gemma's 100 gold then for those.
Okay.
2 potions of healing. Okay. Everyone else done? Everyone got what they need here?
And how?
Okay. You step out, and Resik, why don't you go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please?
We're probably fine.
Oh no.
It's probably for how much you got.
I got an 8.
Need you to make a death saving throw. Just kidding.
No, make him roll it.
No, I'm just kidding. You get 8 gold.
Woo.
That's
It's
totally
the
worth
principle of the thing.
That's totally worth it. You're not gonna buy any healing potions? Potions of healing?
Nah.
Okay.
I didn't want to buy from that racist anyway.
Yeah, that guy had a mean mouth to him. Didn't like that.
He was not. I don't know. He was a jerk.
Yeah, it's a small town here, in the forest. They probably get very judgmental. Anyway, where are we going to next? Want to go to the spire or to library?
Why don't we go to the library? Because it's right there.
You don't want to do your spire during the day?
Well, I think the spire is a both times of the day activity. I think I did tell the man in the yellow cloak that I would try and be back by tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning. Like, did I give him a timeline?
No,
Said
he
something.
just said he has a timeline of a couple of days.
Okay, gotcha.
We have to
Yeah,
give it
I'm
to
not.
him.
I know that we're like right here, so I'm fine with going to the academy. But I'm also fine with going to the spire. I'm just trying to like get some
Anton.
information, and it might be that they know more information in the academy. So I'm down with either plan, to be honest with you. But maybe Gemma can learn some magic that we can use.
I doubt that they provide anything like that. Being illegal, I know.
Oh yeah. So what do you think? Do they just like teach grammar? What do they do?
I don't know. I've never been in this area. Perhaps there's some sort of I don't know. What do elves learn, or what is it? It seems like a very different architecture than the rest of the town.
Well, I guess my vote is for the Spire, but I'm down to do the academy as well. I see the benefits in both.
Gemma, what do you think?
I mean, I wanted to go to the academy at some point, but I thought we were intent on taking care of whatever business Razik has at the Spire.
Then let's do it.
Okay. I know that we are also talking about going to the sanctuary, but that could probably wait as well. All right, then I guess we go to the spire. Lead the way, Razik.
All right. I'm gonna put my hood up in this moment. Gonna take my hood, put it up, look to the side. What time of day is it?
Oh, it's still morning. Yeah,
It's still morning. Okay.
it's morning.
Yeah, I still put my hood up, and I guess I'll lead the way
still
as we walk over to the spire.
Tons of people out and about.
On
Yeah.
the southern edge of the town, I guess.
Yes. Technically, the bottom is the north, so it's
okay,
the
so it would be the
northeastern part.
northern edge. Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, you start to head back and to cross the bridge once again. You can see, as you cross, you begin to see a very decent sized crowd around the farmers market area. There are various colorful stalls of all kinds of different wares, mainly food, spices, trading goods, all kinds of things. A lot of things that you can find at Beldra's Goods, but there's a lot of things that you can't find there. Sort of crafting goods and tools and a lot of like food. It's very much like a market. But you can see off in the distance as you cross the bridge off to your right, you can see that there is a crumbling tower off in the distance on the edge of the Mariana Creek. You'd have to sort of navigate through some buildings to get over to that area.
All right, we do so.
Okay. You pass by a couple of homes. You also see the Arlen archery in the distance. You can almost hear the sort of the knocking and hitting of targets of archery targets, and just very barely in the distance as you approach the Laughing Spire. You get close, and you don't find it to be anything intimidating or scary from the outside. It is old, very old, in fact. You can see that it's been abandoned for a very long time. And you can see, sort of these vines and plants have overgrown. There are holes and cracks in the walls, and the windows have been burst open. And it's a very old tower that's been abandoned a long time, and it's definitely not occupied. As you approach, and you can see the sort of 4-story building in front of you.
All right, with my cloak, Wes, I would like to kind of like focus my psychic intent on the jewel on the hood of my cloak at the forehead point, and I speak the command word, which is probably like sight beyond sight or something like that. and I activate
What are you using?
gem on the cloak.
Oh, the gem and the
I
cloak.
use my
Gotcha.
desert traveler's cloak, and
Mhm.
I want to. Do I see like a golden trail of grace? Like, do I see like the guiding of grace? Or like, do I see like Navi from Legend of Zelda like shoot up to like show me? Like, I assume there's like some weird UI thing happening in my vision.
Oh, absolutely.
There's like an
So
arrow on the floor like a crazy taxi.
as you focus, you get and focus your psychic energy into this gem and open your eyes. Almost through your mind's eye, you can see this sort of purplish glowing path of almost this collection of glowing dust. It seems to be flowing into the tower. Can't tell other what else beyond that at this point.
I am going to reach into my pack and for the first time pull out my mask. That signifies me as a member of the Knives that Till, and I put it over myself, and I am now masked and cloaked and featureless.
Okay. You are leading the way. Do you head into the tower?
I look at the others and I try and connect minds with Savmil and oh my god,
Anton.
Anton. Thank you. I'm so sorry. It's because his little thing isn't at the bottom. I always forget. But yeah, I try and like connect minds with Savmil and Anton, and I think it's my proficiency bonus that I can use. I think that's. Oh, did that raise actually? Are we at 3 proficiency? We are. I can connect
You
the
are.
other person. I'll ask. I'll ask Willa too. Jim, I'm not trying to exclude you, but I don't think that you want it.
I don't want to connect myself.
Okay, I think I wanted to respect your boundaries, and I'm having this conversation with you in character. But I do reach out with Willa, Savmil, Anton,
Because
and I try and establish a psychic connection.
for the purposes of this, sure.
Seems
I
like
don't
a
know
good
what
idea.
could be in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and I have a little bit of that too. So if I need to tell Gemma something from you all, then I'll let her know.
Wow. You have psychic powers too?
Yeah, I guess so. I kind of figured out on my own. It's kind of strange, but yeah, I could talk to people in their minds sometime.
Whoa, side
like-
buddies.
She uses
That's-
psionic mind real quick and says hello to Savamil in his head.
Resk is freaking out right now.
I heard her in my mind. That's cool.
Same.
Wow.
Same.
Wow.
Same.
Okay.
But different.
It's same, but
What's-
different. That's
Same.
very cool. Wow. Okay. Well, I think we're connected. I just read. I think he's been talking in his mind this whole time to both of you, and then he goes out loud. I remember to speak out loud so Gemma can hear us too. Sometimes. Hey, Gemma.
It's all right. I'll just I'll follow. I figure what you guys are doing, and I'm gonna be quiet anyways. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Okay, for 3 hours we have this connection
Okay.
for 1 mile.
As you step in, you can see that there is a sort of spiraling staircase, very much like at the edge of like a lighthouse, on the edge, just sort of spiraling upwards. You get a sense. You can see there's daylight, and there's holes in the walls. It's been very much decayed and degraded. So you can get as you look up. Looks to be 4 stories up, and it looks like the spiral staircase actually goes down a level, or you don't know.
Is it with the cracks in the windows and stuff like that, is it just sparsely lit in places or enough to see inside? Maybe not downward, but up
Yeah, you
the
definitely can't see down at this point from the angle
Yeah.
and everything, but yeah, you can look up and it's lit enough to where it's bright outside and you can
Okay.
it's low light, but you can see. Everyone can see inside.
Right on. Well, would you start smiling, man? I think that's something that Anton would say.
That sounded just like him,
Perfect.
actually.
That was really
So
good.
good.
That was really good.
Those voice acting lessons.
You already have
paid off.
inspiration.
I know.
He's already got something he's not going to use. Don't give him.
It's true.
Let's
It's true.
check the basement, and then work our way up.
Okay.
Is what I say.
Out loud or in psychic mind?
Out loud.
I'm gonna have to
Out
say, when you speak in psychic mind, you're gonna have to raise your pitch a little bit so I know which one you're.
It's that sort of thing too. Like
I'll
where
just
you-
say parentheses. Hey guys, I'm in your mind.
Like
It's
that-
me, Raz.
It's like when you have
Parentheses.
headphones on and you talk out loud because to someone else and you're not realizing how loud you're talking.
I actually had to do that.
Happens to me all the time.
If we're going down, then I see that we're making our way down, and I'll take out a torch and I'll, look around, make sure no one's looking, and prestidigitation, like light it up so that we have sort of a light.
Yeah, you know that you're pretty alone. It's sort of on the outskirts of town. You're if you step outside and you were to look at the tower, you can see people in the distance, but no one's around. And so yeah, you're able to sort of take your torch and sort of focus your energy and light it and raise it up, and the interior of this base level starts to glow with this orangish light, and you all head down the stairs, downwards.
Anton will draw his swords and take a position behind. I guess if Razek's leading, then we'll be there.
I think so. Like, not that much further ahead of Anton, though. Like,
No, they're like
we're a
Yeah,
unit.
can
We're
actually
like
get a
SWAT
marching order.
unit.
they're almost like one.
Yeah, I will say Razek's going first, but like we're all just like, yeah, exactly. We're like a SWAT team of like tactically mind melded people plus Gemma.
Okay, so Razek, who's going in? Like, give me an order here.
Me. Like
Razek.
breach. Yeah, breach. Kick
Who's
the door.
next?
Razek, Anton, and then probably Willa,
Willa, yes.
Savamil, and
Savamil.
Gemma will hold up the back.
Savamil will actually go last. Kind of protect the back flank. So
Okay.
So brave.
All right. I
Um,
kind of hold the torch up too, so that people in front can see.
also, Savamil goes, perhaps this might help as well. And sees that Razek is kind of near the front and actually points over to Anton and casts light on one of his blades. So he's able to, one of his swords starts to glow.
Neat trick, Sabi. Sabi, he's gonna call
Good.
us Sabi now. It's canon.
This be like, yeah, Sabi. He just like also canon. Savamil kisses his sword, and it glows. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Wes.
Oh, good.
But that is
Okay.
canon.
You begin to head down into the spiraling staircase that, although you can see the proportions of the floors above you seem to be equally leveled. 1 story, 2 story, 3 story. There's 4 stories. As you go down, taking those stairs, the stairway seems to go down further and further, spiraling downwards into darkness. There's no other floors, but you continue to go down and down until only the light that you have on you seems to be lighting up. Eventually making your way down to an area where you can actually see a bit of an orange glow at the bottom of the staircase, coming from a room beyond at the very end.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Kick open the door of the room with the bad
No
feeling.
doors, but you continue to go down and
I guess which way is the gold path leading me, or the purple path? Sorry, my little psychic gem.
you're able to focus on that again, and you're like, oh right, you focus in on that, and you can see the path begin to light up and actually going down and into that passageway.
Beautiful. I go down, kick open the door.
Yeah, you go down. Okay, let's bring you over to a new map.
Nice.
You make your way down to the very bottom of this staircase where, and just everyone freeze for a moment, but you can see down a couple steps. It seems to be this sort of room closed off into a partial circle. On either side, at the edge of this room, are two braziers lit with this flickering orange flame. And the center of the circle is a massive pile of treasure. Gold coins, gems, jewelry, goblets. At the very top is a crystal orb. Just beyond the pile of treasure, too, you can see there is a very large, ancient, intricate door in a seemingly elvish design that's against that back wall. That is what you see.
You know what else we saw that was an elvish design? The Academy.
This doesn't seem right. Something's wrong. Something seems off.
Yeah, that's a big pile of treasure. I can't see any of my party members.
Well, let's go ahead and while I try and figure that out, let's go to our final break. Let's do another 5-minute break right here. We'll see you in a few. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We are in the final stretch of tonight's episode. Our adventurers have decided to enter the Laughing Spire using psychic connection to speak with one another. Razik also used this magic gem, which is attached to his cloak, to determine the correct path. It led them down stairs, down a spiraling staircase beneath the tower, into this chamber where there are two lit braziers with this flickering orange flame. Anton, one of his swords are lit with the light spell that Savamil has cast on him, and Gemma as well has a torch. As they've gone down this staircase, they see this room at the edge of this hallway, a pile of treasure, a crystal orb on top of it, and just on the other side of this treasure, a intricately designed, in this elvish design, door that goes beyond.
When I look at my psychic vision, my thieves' vision, and I see the purple trail of light leading towards the orb, what does that look like in this space?
It goes down the staircase that's right here in front of you. There's a couple more steps, and seems to disperse just slightly up near the braziers. Seem to disperse. You don't have a clear, but it seems to lead in that direction at least.
I think there might be a magic barrier in front of the braziers, I say, as I move towards the stairs. I just kind of like trepidatiously kind of put my foot down on the first stair.
It's hard to believe that this has been here for so long and nobody tried to maybe find this.
Well, it's clearly a trap.
Well, right, yeah, but nobody seems to know anything about it.
It seems to have a great deal of suspicion based on the villager that we talked to earlier. I don't remember what his name was. He was a common folk, though.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna step up towards about right here, about 10 feet away from it. The two braziers, where I kind of see the trail disappear. And I'm gonna reach into my little pouch. I'm gonna take out a single ball bearing that I have. Sorry, kind of said like ball bearing. And I'm gonna chuck it. I'm gonna chuck it between the braziers and see what happens.
Okay. You do so, and it seems to bounce as it normally should, and kind of roll up and knock against the pile of treasure that's down there.
Do you want me to try pulling it towards us with my magic?
It's worth a try.
Do you think it's trapped?
I absolutely think it's trapped. There's no way it's not trapped. That is 100% trapped.
Is there, man? If there was some way to, like, I don't know, see if you could figure that out for sure.
Well, I would like to inspect the braziers, but I feel like they're more magical in nature. But I will go up towards the braziers, and if you will allow me to, I would like to make a trap detection.
Trap detection.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
perception.
make a perception check. Perception check.
15.
You look around and around the braziers. You can't see if there's any trap here.
I'm gonna trepidatiously step forward.
You don't want me to? Okay.
You do so, Razik, and with your perception, I'll say definitely with your passive perception, you don't feel any heat coming off of the braziers, as though you feel like you should.
Illusion. This is all an illusion, Gemma, which I think we already knew. But go ahead and try your magic as I step back.
Can't says, "Careful, Gemma." She
That's perfect.
So good. So true.
steps forward and reaches out her hand and casts Mage Hand. So this sort of spectral hand kind of comes out and towards the orb, and maybe tries to. You said it's on top of. It's like a pile of treasure.
Yeah, there's just this big, massive pile of treasure, and sort of resting on top is this crystal orb.
Soccer ball size, or
Yeah, soccer ball size.
I guess try to lift it up. If anything, if it's too heavy, then I'm going to try to roll it down towards Razik. I don't know how heavy it is, so tell me if I can do that.
Say that again?
How heavy is it? Is it 10 pounds or more?
Are you trying to reach out with your mage hand?
Yeah. I'm going to try to lift it up with my mage hand. If it's too heavy, then I'm going to try to push it towards Razik down the pile.
Okay. So you reach out with your mage hand. Kind of describe again how that reaches out, what that looks like.
She tries to focus her magic outward, and halfway the distance, like 15 feet away, a light bluish ethereal hand manifests and goes towards the orb and encircles it and goes under and tries to lift it up off of the treasure pile.
It doesn't budge.
Yeah,
Grip
So does
your
it pass
ethereal
through, or
hand.
just does it not budge?
It goes on it and seems to grasp it and just it's not able to pull it free.
or even push it down towards.
Nope.
And I kind of scatter some of that treasure from.
Try and like move your hand and kind of scatter some of the treasure.
Yeah, just like in front of it, like digging
Yeah.
around it to see what the obstruction might be.
Yeah, you can feel that your hand goes down and touches a physical object, but it doesn't move any of the coins.
Do you guys see
Almost
that?
like they're like glued together or something.
It feels like one solid pile. Like one solid object. It doesn't want to move.
Huh.
I dismiss it. There's nothing I can do.
That's strange. What'd they do? Glue it all together?
Can anyone sense life? Can anyone tell if that thing's alive? If the pile is alive? If the sphere is alive? I don't know. Is it moving? Razik is like kind of being really like I'm very high strung right now. This is the most important mission in my life and I'm fucking it up.
I think it's also fair too. After Garrett, I have like major trust issues.
We should have framed him, but we turned to that later.
we're gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Exactly that.
like liberate butter.
Can Willa give like a really big sniff towards the direction of the gold to see if she smells anything interesting?
Yes, Willa, you can make a perception check with advantage.
Sweet. 12.
You get a very big whiff of just like sort of a dankness of the environment, mold, and you're not getting anything specific.
Well, I
Smells
don't
dank.
smell anything.
Smells pretty dank to me.
I don't suppose if it doesn't move, maybe what we're looking for is beyond the door. Maybe this is some sort of decoy. I wouldn't not expect it to be trapped though. Still, seems like an obvious ploy.
Well, should we open the door first? And Will's going to take a step forward, looking back at everyone.
Careful, Willa.
Right. She'll take a step back.
I just
Okay,
want
I
you to
won't
hurt.
get too
I
excited.
just want you to get hurt. What do you think, Razik? This is your thing. Do you need to try to pry it? Maybe it'll only maybe come out off with the hands of a Pangean or something like that.
I say to everyone psychically, like, it is my thing, but you are my comrades. And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm sorry, Jim. I said that psychically. I meant to tell you.
Everybody got really
I'm
quiet.
sorry. No, we were having this really funny in joke. I'm just kidding. We're not having any jokes yet.
Talking about me? Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking to you, Jim.
Maybe it only responds to a certain person like you. I mean that as in like a Pangean and not like, like you.
Does anyone have anything protective that they can put on me before I go and try and grab that obviously trapped orb?
Savamel goes, don't know, it won't last very long, but I can try and bless some of all of you.
Just give him guidance or something.
Razik's going to take a knee in front of Savamel. Look up with his mask, fully cloaked, even though he's indoors.
Here, perhaps I'll just focus in on you and Quathalia, guide my friend. And he kind of rubs his thumb across your forehead and casts guidance on you.
It burns.
I raise my mask for him to make the mark, and I kind of lower it back, and then I turn, and then I go forward, and my goal here, Wes, is I would like to do a running jump and try and grab the orb with momentum as I kind of like go across.
Okay.
So how high is the ceiling, by the way? Is it consistent through this chamber, or is it,
It kind of opens up at the edge, at the end of this chamber, sort of lower in the hallway, about 5, I'd say like probably
12?
8 feet, and then kind of opens up into a sort of larger dome of 15 feet.
Oh well, actually, I can't do a long
You would need
jump.
you can do a running jump.
I can, but it's so when you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Yes. So you can attempt to jump over it.
It would be 10 feet, basically, because I
And
think
that'd be enough for you to try and reach.
Actually, my strength is 11. Yeah. Okay.
So you could reach the sphere and maybe slide down or something like that?
I'll try and do that. I will try and not touch this bit, and I will try and like kind of grasp it like with my core.
Okay.
And kind of like slide on the other side.
So you want to step back 10 feet, right?
I do. Yep.
And you want to run. Okay. Go ahead and you approach here, and I need you to go ahead and roll an athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
I use my mage hand to trip him.
As Gemma sits with the ring.
Oh,
24. I got a 24.
What are you talking about?
Alley-oop. I do a cartwheel that just like somehow perpetuates itself through the air.
Yeah, Razik, you get kind of stand back and kind of ready yourself and run forward and leap forward and are able to get to this point where you can kind of land on top of the pile of gold and grip onto the crystal, this crystal orb. And as you try and slide down the edge with it, you find yourself gripped onto the edge of the orb. And
I toss it at Willa.
Before you can even do anything, you look down.
Damn it.
And behind you, the gold coins seem to separate, kind of opening up this maw, and these large fangs unveil themselves, and this large tongue opens up, and you can see this entire thing is but one creature.
Everybody run. Let's get out of here.
It is a horde mimic.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Need everyone to roll initiative.
It's a gold sarlacc.
That's neat.
18.
Anton got an 8.
Razik, hold on, I deleted you for a second.
Oh, thank you. I thought I did something wrong. I was like, no. $7.2.
Wow. Let's roll.
Oh, I didn't have this up. Sorry.
Just a 7. Just a 7.
As we switch over to some more combat heavy music. All right. Okay. Anton rolled. Willow, Razik's out. Yeah, we need a couple people.
Oh, cool. I got the same thing. Anton got an 8.17. I'll change it up.
Okay. And Gemma's in there. Okay, cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're missing someone. Who are we missing?
1, 2,
Gemma.
That's everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Weird. I feel like there's another one. All right. Savamil's up first, actually. Seeing this sort of maw open up, and you can hear the crinkling of coins, but they don't actually fall apart or fall down and They are just attached to this creature that seems to mold apart and transform as it opens up. Talima goes, "Oh, gods. Okay. Quathalia, guide my friends." And cast Bless on everyone. It's going to cast it at a high enough level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where level 2, he will cast it on everyone. Everyone is #blessed.
#blessed.
As his action. And we'll sort of take out his crossbow and aim it at the mouth of this creature. Razik, you are still on top of it, gripped onto this false orb. As it is now Willa's turn.
Willa sees this happen. First off, she's like, that feels great. Thanks, Savamil. She just charges forward, running full speed. Let go, my friend. And she'll swing. For a 13.
13 seems to get really close to it and then bounce off this metallic scales exterior of this mimic. Ching! Bounce off this metal, and you're not able to get a good hit on it.
Good try,
But
girl.
we're leveled up. You get another attack.
Yeah. She'll say, that was just a practice. She'll swing again.
Okay.
You're also blessed. Remember.
For
Yep, and you're blessed.
26. Oh, blessed. Yeah, I don't know. I have
26 will definitely hit though. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It is 9 bludgeoning.
All right. You're able to boom pound into it, and some of the coins seem to ripple out, and you can tell that you did an effect upon it. All right, but it seems to be very strong. It was but a minor hit against it. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Okay. Next up is Anton.
Did you technically get flanking on there for advantage?
She would not get flanking on that, as Razik's on top of the pile.
Okay.
And
All right.
yeah.
Anton's going to run up with both swords drawn, and he's going to slide in. And as soon as he gets up, he's going to take a swing with his Kopesh,
Which is actually glowing right now from the light spell.
Lightsaber it.
Yep.
For a 26 total.
26 hits.
And that's 6 magical slashing and a DC con, please. Or DC 13 con.
Okay. I got a 13, actually.
Okay. You
So
take
beats it.
2 poison damage if
Yeah.
that's effective. And he'll swing with his offhand with a 9. Ooh.
That's a miss.
All right. And being 5th level, he's going to come back
Yep.
again with his Kopesh for a 14.
That just manages to hit as it actually cuts into the pile.
Great. 8 magical slashing and another
All
con
right.
save, please.
Is it a construct or does it take poison damage?
As far as you're not sure. You're not able to
Okay.
know.
Gotcha.
But it failed the con save.
Oh, so another 5 poison if that affects it.
Okay. It does seem to affect it. As it seems to, you can see the poison kind of insert itself inside this sort of fleshy, like underneath this crust of the coins, this false appearance of coins. There is this fleshy mass underneath it that seems to suck in that poison.
Great.
Okay.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
All right. It's now the Horde Mimic's turn. Okay. It, from this maw that has opened up, coins kind of drifting off to the side as it sort of shape shifts. With this tongue kind of whipping out, it turns its maw and shifts around onto the pile and sort of aims towards everyone in this direction and sprays this caustic mist out into 30 feet. Savamil, Gemma, and Willa need both of you, or all of you, to make a dexterity saving throw. So Savamil would make that. Dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to use that inspiration for this one.
Don't forget
Okay.
your blast.
Good idea.
15.
Oh.
You actually get a bless too. Willa.
Oh. Yeah. Me.
Should have used that inspiration. I got 15.
So make sure you have that on there. You got a 15?
11.
Okay. 11. All right. Savamil got a nat 20. Makes that. I think,
yeah.
Willow, you're the only one who is fully affected. You take half damage on this. And Willow, you'll actually be blinded as this acid sprays out from this mist, and you are blinded until the end of its next turn. You'll take full damage, and the other Savamil and Gemma will take half damage.
I can't see.
All right, that's going to be 18
nice.
damage, 18 acid damage, Willa. Savamil and Gemma take 9.
Thanks.
And Willa, you are blinded. I'll mark you with something
My
there.
eyes.
Who turned off the lights?
You turned off the lights. Inspiration. Well, I know I don't have the authority. But inspiration. A bucket falls on your head.
Okay. That is it for the Horde Mimic. It's Razik, your turn.
Am I stuck?
You are currently still holding on to the top, which is this orb is attached to this exterior.
Okay. Is it like one of those? What are those fish called? In the abyssal zone.
Yeah, like sort of
lantern
those
fish?
weird. Yeah, it's very much like that. Yes, it's sort of like a.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
thank
like an
you.
angler feet. It's like a
Anglerfish.
bait. It's like a bait. Yeah.
Ah, bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it attached like that? I can see to like a tendril or something. Like, is it attached to anything, or is it just kind
In
of
this
floating?
moment, you can't quite tell. It's not floating, but it is like sort of attached to this gold exterior.
Okay, roger that. And my feet's motion. Am I limited? And can I move?
You can try and maneuver and you
Okay.
can try and move down the side because it is like sort of a solid pile.
Mm-hmm. I want to try and take the orb. Honestly.
Well, it's attached. It's attached
Right.
to the pile.
Oh yeah, I know. But like, I want to try and like, if it's attached, like I want to try and like carve at it. You know, I want to like try and like with
Okay.
one hand kind of like reach up and like kind of tear it out, and with the other hand manifest a psychic blade and just like
Okay, so you're gonna try and hold on to it and just sort of stab down
So
at
I
it.
guess I'm gonna tactically kind of go. I'm gonna move a little bit to the right, and I'm gonna tactically kind of stab as I like kind of get closer to one of my friends.
How your
Okay.
second blades don't make any wounds.
That's a good point. They don't.
They don't.
Oh, good call.
You know.
And isn't it like part of the mimic?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not really.
It's
thinking
attached. I've
about
been
it
saying
too
that.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just like, I don't really have a way to make like the tendril, if that is what's happening, like the dissect. But I'm just gonna go ahead and move to the right of Anton, kind of like slide down. Does anything happen as I do that?
No.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and hope it's not a construct. And I'm going to Psychic Blade with Bless.
You hit.
13 to hit.
Are you flanking with Willa?
That is a good question for Wes.
I will allow it.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's going to be a 19 plus 3.
You hit.
And that is going to be 8 sneak, 10 psychic.
Okay.
So I carve down.
You strike at it, and it seems to deal damage to it.
Excellent. Bonus action. Follow up Psychic Blade. 9 to hit.
You get 18 for flanking.
Oh, excellent. 18 to hit.
You hit.
Beautiful. No sneak on that bad boy, but 8 psychic.
We need to move him. Okay. You seem to wound it once again. As you strike it, and you can see the tendrils seem to quiver as you do your attack.
Okay, that is with my bonus action.
That you bonus attack.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Yep, I am done.
Okay, it's Gemma's turn.
Okay. I'm going to step back a little bit, try to get a good angle on it, and hurl a firebolt from here for 19.
Strikes, and you can see this sort of fire scorch mark upon the exterior.
For 9 fire damage.
9 fire. Okay.
And I'm going to.
Before you continue, I will say that with that, it does appear to be bloodied, as there seems to be this sort of goo that seems to be etching out between the coins.
Gross. All right. Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach deep inside and quicken another, trying to get, getting the hang of my magic, going to hurl another firebolt at it. Taking 2 towards 3 points. For a 24.
That definitely hits.
And another 11 fire damage.
All right, awesome. As you do one bolt, you focus and you're like, I can feel this energy, and you sort of feel confident, and you hurl another one, and 2 strikes against it. Yes, it is damaged for sure.
Great. That's Gemma's turn. Well, wait, hold on. That's 30 feet from this guy. Yeah, okay, I'm just out of range. I'm gonna backslide a little bit still. And that's it.
Okay. It's now Savamel's turn. One moment. Okay. Savamel go.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. Willa. Move forward and put his hand across your eyes, Willa, and sort of wipe his hand across and cast Lesser Restoration, restoring your sight. There you go. That should be better.
Thanks, Savamil. I didn't know you could do that.
Get the hell out of there,
Yeah.
Savi.
I'm still learning. And he steps back a bit. And he goes, yeah, take this as well. And fires a healing word at you. Rolling that. You get 6 healing. Willa.
Oh, thanks, Savamil. I feel so much better now.
No problem. Now kill that thing. And it's your turn, Willa. No longer blinded.
She takes out her maul. She's like, you can't keep me down. She'll swing. For
13.
Yeah.
Still kind of wiping away the blindness from your eyes. You're able to sort of swing, and you just sort of aren't able to get a good hit against it.
she'll go again the other direction.
Okay.
No. Swinging.
There we
For
go. Now we're talking.
25.
With
Nice.
that, you're like, oh, here we go. Boom! You slam your maul against it. Go ahead and roll damage.
12
For
bludgeoning.
12 bludgeoning. Awesome. As you slam, there's a big ripple of you can see the flesh underneath, and so this ooze starts to pour more and more out from this pile. It's seeming to look less and less like a pile of treasure and more like it's slowly transforming into this weird, gooey monstrosity of a creature.
Cool.
Yeah, anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Goes to Anton.
He's going to do a fancy sort of move, like turning around Razik's back and then facing towards the monster this way.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Moving it around. And as he comes back around, he's going to swing his Kopesh. Can I get flanking from here with that? Just directly?
Yes, you can.
Great. So he comes around and swings. Oh, that's 12. Great.
Ooh. Yep, that one misses.
Okay. And he's going to go with his offhand for a 25.
That, and then pierces right in. Go ahead and roll damage.
For 7 piercing.
Okay.
And then he's going to do an upswing with his Kopesh again for 27. So
That'll hit.
and do another 6 magical slashing and a DC con, or con save DC 13.
13, got a 13 exactly. So we'll take
One poison damage.
Yes.
Better than
It's looking
no.
pretty hurt, but still up. Anything for Anton? Anything else?
No. That's it.
Okay. It is now the Horde Mimic's turn. It now seems to almost rumble with this. You can feel this pulse of this sort of bassy pulse at your feet as it seems to almost regurgitate and move out of anger and whoosh, slash out with this sort of tentacle that's out from its mouth and out at Willa with its pseudopod
No, it's purple.
with a
Wish you
24 to
friends.
hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
9 bludgeoning damage against you, Willa. And you are adhered to the pseudopod. You are grappled. It sort of wraps its pseudopod around you. And you are grappled and restrained.
I think it's angry, guys.
A little bit.
While at the same time as it sort of does that, its maw sort of, there's like another one that opens up on the other side of it. It sort of snaps at Anton as a sort of this marbling, moving creature. There's different parts of it. You can't quite get a good sense of its anatomy, but this sort of another mouth opens up on the other side of the pile and snaps at Anton with a bite attack with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
22 piercing and 7 acid damage.
Oh.
Whoa.
So 29 total.
Yes.
Gross. All right.
At the same time, another pseudopod bursts out from the other edge of the pile, seeming out of nowhere, and seems to try and snap and grip onto Razik
Boo.
with a 20 to hit.
Woo. That'll beat my AC for sure.
You get 12 bludgeoning, and you too are grappled and restrained from another pseudopod. And Savamil and Gemma,
As I
both.
take that damage, can I do a psychic reprisal?
Is that
use
your
my-
reaction?
Yep, that is my reaction. I could either use it to... It's kind of fun, because I can either use it to uncanny dodge, or I can use it to Gift of the Gem Dragon, psychic reprisal. But
Yeah, go for it.
When you take damage to the creature that is in 10 feet of you, you can use your reaction, blah, blah, blah. So strength, DC equals 8 plus 5 plus ability modifier, the score. So that's charisma, so 2. So 8 plus 5 plus 2. 8 plus 5, so 13. So 15. So I need you to make a strength save of 15.
Okay.
Coin monster.
Got an 8. Rolled really low.
Haha! You take 2d8 force damage, and you are pushed up to 10 feet away.
Okay.
So that is going to be 4 force damage, and you are pushed, I guess, into nowhere, because you would bump into Willa. But hey,
This way.
4 damage.
Move it there. All right. The pseudopods are still attached, however, but the creature does slide backward, and that is it. All right. And yeah, like what I was saying, Savamil is kind of looking up, and Gemma, you see in the background too, as you see 2 of your friends are gripped with these sort of weird purplish tongues, gripped and restrained. As it goes to Razik, it's your turn. You are restrained.
I'm restrained. I'm not just grappled.
Yes, you are grappled and restrained.
Okay, so restrained means that I am paralyzed, right?
Speed is 0. Yeah.
Speed,
zero.
attack rolls against the creature. My attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
So, I am going to, as I'm being gripped by this like pseudopod tendril thing, I'm kind of like lifted up in the air, I assume. Right I kind of like summon a psychic blade and throw it like a miniature psychic thunderbolt at the creature with bless, but at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be a 25.
Still pretty high.
with
Jeez.
disadvantage. And I think I get
That'll
sneak
hit.
because I think I get sneak because there's a creature that Willow's
Within 5 feet.
So
Yeah, you still sneak attack it.
10 sneak. I'm sorry, actually that's 9 sneak. Sorry, I had to sneeze. 9 sneak, 10 psychic. Because it's adding bless to sneak for whatever reason.
As you're being lifted up into the air, Razik, you summon your daggers, and how do you do it, man?
Just right into the maw, like Luke in Return of the Jedi. I kind of just like chuck a psychic blade. It's got like a little curve to it. Goes into the Sarlacc creature, and it's just like,
It absorbs it, and you can see that it's almost explosion inside of it, and see the coin sort of, and it seems to slide down. It lets go of both Willa and Razik, and just becomes almost like a flattened goo.
Does it rain
everything
gold for a
behind.
second as it explodes?
A slight bit of gold coins shatter everywhere, and that seem to disappear and become just purple flesh. There is no treasure left.
Gross. Good show. What about the orb?
The orb is gone. All treasure is gone. All that is left is this creature that seemed to be mimicking the appearance of treasure.
So is this just a scam from the beginning? Why was I given this job? What the hell? What in the 7 hells?
Maybe this isn't exactly it. Maybe, I mean, we still have more tower to go to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your little
You see-
GPS thing was leading you down here, right?
It was. What do we see anything with the door? Does anyone speak Elvish, Safamel?
Anton's gonna use his second wind, by the way. Just not second wind. No, second wind. Yeah, just to.
Yeah, second one. Okay. Go for it. Go ahead and roll.
Oh man.
Also, yeah, Savimel steps forward. It seems to be a sort of elvish design, but I don't see any elvish language written upon it.
Speak, friend. And enter. But nothing.
It just seems to be this really intricate looking door. Sort of this really old wood and sort of brass engravings and intricacies of metal around the exterior. For how old it is, it actually seems to be in very good condition.
Well, is it unlocked? And Willa will just try to turn the handle. Not open the door, just turn it.
Willa, I love that you actually tried to see if it was open first. You know, that's very smart.
You move and you actually don't see any physical handles on it. You push upon it and nothing happens. But after a few moments after you do push on it, where your handprints were, there seemed to be almost this reaction of blue light around your hands on the door. That glow around your hands and then dissipate.
Oh wow! Did y'all see that? And she'll do it again. She'll like push her hand on it again to get the glow.
You do so again, and there's a sort of blue light that reacts, dispersing around the door and fading again, but it does not budge.
Well, that's pretty. Anyone got an idea what that might be?
It was just leaving glowing handprints where she was touching.
Yes, sort of where she was putting pressure, but yeah, fading quickly. Sort of a quick flash of blue light where the pressure was placed and then dispersing.
And what's on the door exactly?
Appears to be just a very intricate, no elvish writing, just sort of a very intricate elvish design on the door. Just like sort of these curling vines and leaves and sort of brass intricacies. It's a very intricate looking door with no handles on it.
Well, I guess we should just get out of here.
Woo!
Should I smash the door?
I wouldn't be
holds for no
opposed.
more.
Hold on 1 second, and then Gemma takes
Gemma.
a step back. Go for it.
Go ahead and roll Gemma, go ahead and roll Arcana.
All right. That's a 3. Does that tell me
Yeah.
anything?
Nope. Nothing.
Any ideas, guys? Can I go up to it and maybe start feeling around the frame of it?
Mm-hmm. Go and roll investigation check.
That's a 19.
You spend a good amount of time, and you can see as you even push the pressure, you can see the blue light, and you inspect every almost crevice of this door. There's no physical way to open this thing. There must be some sort of other means to do so. You have a hinting suspicion. Well, it should be two hinting as the glow, but it's a magical door.
Oh, it's magical.
But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any physical means to open up the door.
Maybe an elf needs to touch the door. I mean, if it is an elvish door, right? And she looks at Salvamil.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Steps forward. Kind of places his hands. You can see the same sort of reaction. He tries to push on it. Nothing. It's very weird. But this is something pretty rare in the Empire, no? This sort of thing was outlawed? Magic of this sort?
Yeah,
Right.
you don't normally see these kind of things anywhere.
Nor that thing. Points over at the mimic.
Yeah. Is there anything on it, other dead adventurers' treasure or
No.
other? No.
Just sort of a massive corpse left over.
Razak, what does your compass tell you, or your GPS tell you? No, I don't want to know where that's pointing. Yeah. Where does your thing tell you? Like, does it lead behind this door?
Give me 1 second. 10 minutes. Has it been more than 10 minutes since I first activated it, Wes?
Your what?
My magic cloak of the desert traveler.
I'll say it's probably the tail end of that. Very,
Okay.
very tail end.
All right. Well, where do I see my golden path of grace leading me? I'm sorry, my purple
As
path
you-
of grace.
Try to look at it one more time, you focus in, and as it's dissipating for the day, it seems to be going right through the door and then disperses.
Can I think at the door? Can I be like,
As
hey, door, open? Do I sense a mind in the
yeah,
door?
you can attempt to do so.
I'm attempting.
Yeah, you focus. You don't feel any psychic connection through this door.
Salvanil, can you maybe speak to it in Elvish? Say some sort of like open,
Friend.
Like
work or
friend.
open friend.
Melon.
Melon. I'm
didn't
glad that you
conjugate.
knew that off
It's
the
feminine.
hit, Wes.
Yeah, I'm that big of a nerd. I know.
I know.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Can I try to?
We need. I feel like
touch
we
it
need
with
some
my
sort
mage
of-
hand. Oh,
Yes.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying. I feel like we need specific passwords or something,
Sure.
or some sort of key.
Gold. Maybe we find that upstairs.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we check the rest of the tower first.
The mage hand doesn't do anything either. Like
No.
magic on magic. No. Well, upstairs.
Well, I want to say thank you guys for accompanying me. I feel like we're really going to get down to the bottom of things.
Anton coughs up blood. Yeah, no sweat.
Anton, I grasped his hand.
Don't touch me.
That's not canon. You'd
I
want
have
me to
space
touch you.
issues.
That's fair enough. All right. We
Okay.
awkwardly ascend up the tower, I guess.
As you
Yeah.
begin to make your way back up to the top of the tower, you're reminded of the encounter you just had and the ideas of this magic, this long forgotten magic of this tower. Supposedly had been owned by a wizard long ago. This magical door and this mimic that seems to have been protecting it. And with those thoughts sort of echoing in your mind as you try and piece this together, we're going to go ahead and end our episode tonight.
Woo!
Nice. Awesome. So we're going to see where this goes next time. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Tales of Terramir will be back in 2 weeks on November 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will have a rerun of this episode next week on November 9th. This episode will also be available on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms within the next few days. So, again, thanks for watching. Justin's going to join us next time. We'll have the full crew to see whatever happens next. All right. Good night.
Please subscribe to us
Music.
on Twitch. Subscribe to us
Please
on all the
subscribe.
things. We're desperate. We have mouths to feed.